It's
Yeah.
like, literally this chapter is about, like, it's titled, Have You Seen This Man? And you're supposed to go about and inquire about this missing person, and it's like, roll charm tests and, like, interact with the civilians. And there's
I
like,
mean,
there's even
we
like
don't.
this
But
section
still,
about bribery. That you can
Yeah,
bribe the people telling what they...
I do not believe in bribes. The Psychana Templar took all the money as a donation.
I believe that we will eventually do that, but first we wanted to come in contact with a connection that he had, and that was the sister. And a sister gave us a lot of information. The sister of the
Yeah,
deceased.
it's the adventure is under the assumption that you will go either first to the sister or you'll ask just the people.
We went with the sister first.
Honestly,
What would have
that's the
happened if
smarter idea.
Yeah,
You,
I have
you
a
know what would
question.
be even funnier in this mission if like playing the undercover mission if we
No,
would use
no.
if we would use rules from the book Demon Hunters, which allows to play as fucking Grey Knight.
Oh man,
No.
that would be hilarious.
Undercover mission as Grey Knight. That would be hilarious.
Well, you can try to pass yourself off as an Ogren without the armor on.
We can do a short start, like not a short start, but a slow start without Shiffany here.
Is he coming in? Did he text anything?
Yeah, he should be. Didn't tell me anything.
Okay. Two things. One, I'd like to be a Psychana. Well, instead of using the cover, I like to say I'm a Psychana Templar aiding these guys down in the lower hive. That could pass. They are here on Scintilla. They've got a whole entire monastery. And the populace should be, feeling a little bit braver, more,
Well,
secure with that. And second thing, very important. We need to do the bet, the gambling sheet. Where are you putting your bets? We got thrones from our Inquisitor. We should gamble it away.
use it wisely on gambling. I mean,
Yes.
thankfully
We'll
that's
have-
like one of the things that is not illegal by the Imperium standards.
Yeah.
Well, in most cases, I know that, yeah.
I mean, it's just a friendly bet.
Yeah, among fellow Inquisitors, I'm betting that this is all done by despicable hive gang mutant scum.
Limon Russ
God.
probably approve of this type of approve of this.
Yeah, who got a hold of Archaeotech? Okay, Leo, what are you betting on?
I'm betting. I personally was thinking of what was the name of it?
Gene Stealers.
Yeah, Gene Stealer Cult.
So
Because of all the operation, and the fact that they injected something that shouldn't be and something that man control, it just felt like, it felt very Cthulhu-esque.
You see, the only solution is that it's actually all in your head. You're strapped into a gurney, and you
Oh
have,
no, it's already in my head. We'll be infected.
and you have a VR device on your head, and you're just seeing things.
How did they get us? They already infiltrated our body with a parasite?
But alright, last week we left off in the temple where you found a drunk priest, and the main, I believe his name was something along Arbus something.
I just named him Drunk Priest.
Ever?
Despicable.
I'm not sure if it was
so,
ever.
yes, you were looking for investigation in the death of Sol Arbest, and you had found his best friend and a drunken priest and his sister, and you found some information about this potential threat. You have found out that there's several people gone missing. There's some notorious necro gang here. You don't know what that's about, and you have several people that you haven't told yet. So we will pick off right there in the around dusk, as you stand in the, what was the place's name? Southern Templum.
Yeah. So in the Southern Temple, I imagine our good Mechanicus friend has a whiteboard that he can magically bring out and away. And Desmond is writing down Hive Gang Mutant Scum with Archaeotech that they got from Xenos. Not
I
cheap.
would like to argue doing that in an open place like this might not be the most.
They'll be fine. They'll think something crazy.
I would prefer to not think at all anything.
Variety, what do you think? Gene Stealer?
I'm not even sure I'm supposed to know about that, really. But I think there is something going on. Let's see. For now, we should probably investigate. Well, the next place we go investigate will be the aunt's house. Apparently, it was the last place that the guy was last seen going inside before. Well, you know.
There's also the enforcer that you guys found out about, and was there anything else really? Well, there was the union.
Union, yeah.
The evil union of workers.
Yep. I'm gonna say it. The Hive Gang Mutant Scummers are running the union. It's all a scam. Criminal elements are using it to take advantage of the Imperium. Absolutely despicable.
We could try to. Oh, it seems Sheffield might not be able to join us today. I think it's probably. We could probably check this union and ask information.
No. We need to stake out the union. After we finish staking out, what was it called? The Half-Stack 717. The sister mentioned that people have been going missing every night. Whatever's doing this might be kidnapping them.
And also during the night, a guy got kidnapped by disappearing inside that what's it called, the aunt's house during the night, I believe.
Yeah.
And also he got kicked out by the workers' unions that night.
Yeah, after some crazy lady stabbed him or cut him with a knife.
Apparently there was something wrong with that pain, apparently.
Yes. We can figure this all out one by one, take it at one by one. I recommend trying to kidnap the kidnapper. That's my plan.
So we are going to stick out at the place and wait for something to show up?
Yes. What do you think, Juan Pan? Sister Bianca.
I wasn't listening.
You were not listening.
I was praying to the Emperor.
I also pray for the Emperor. Also, sister, I gotta talk to you. The priest of this temple, he's a degenerate. He's drinking instead of trying to offer aid. We need you to step up. Try to get him sober. Try to get him sober and try to aid these poor convicts. These poor lost souls. I scanned the 4 of them. It seems none of them are possessing the weird worm thing. The one that crushes your spine. Sister, are you listening?
Yes, I am listening.
That is good. That is good to hear. Okay. Oh, basically, we got a bunch of tips on what we can do. One of them is the Union. There's some spooky shit going on there. There's this medical place. There's some spooky shit going there. The Enforcer Station might have some interesting stuff. And Habstack 717 has a bunch of people going missing. Right now, we're at a temple. And in that temple, the priest is getting drunk. The best friend of Saul is getting drunk in the temple of all places.
The temple. Oh shit! We need
They
to
are
burn those heretics.
desecrating this place with their degeneracy.
We need to burn those heretics.
No. We need to get them sober first.
But then
Anyway.
we need to burn them.
Anyway, last session, Desmond basically hijacked the temple. He's trying to offer, basically do the priest's job. He just doesn't have the fellowship or the charm for it. So, if you can help
Jesus.
pick up the slack, it would really, really help out.
Oh,
Planning to use this as our base of operations, probably fortify it. And then from there, we can do our missions. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. I need you to start doing sermons. And get the priest sober. You've got medical skills, right?
Yep, I do have medical skills.
Okay, I point towards the drunk priest in the corner. Go sober him up. I'm taking command.
He's in the corner, yeah?
I don't know where we left him. Just hope he's not
Probably.
drinking more of the bottle.
Yeah, he probably went into his office or something, like left you to talk with Edward.
Okay, in that case, I'll go talk to the priest.
Sober him up. That's the last words Desmond said.
I'll see in what state he is and then decide if I need to use the medical tools to sober him up or
Yeah, you see that you come in and he's like in his little sleeping quarters. I would assume that it's like this like little corner room. And you can see that he is starting to getting ready to pretty much close up shop for the night.
So he's drinking again.
Well, no, he's not drinking, but he's like starting to tidy up his, just tidying up his bed, cleaning up a little, doing just like regular stuff. But you can
Cleaning
tell
up
that
a vomit pool. A pool of vomit.
you can still tell though that he's a little like drunk.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see like his walking is a little off kilter and yeah. But yeah, you can see that his little disheveled appearance and it's just sorry, madam. I was just getting ready for to close down the temple for the night. The streets aren't what they used to be.
A priest of the Emperor should not be in such a state. It brings dishonor to this holy place.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, but she's the place down here in the Underhive isn't what they used to be a long time ago. Things used to be a little better.
The state of things is not a reason to put anyone or anything in such a miserable state. The Emperor shall provide.
Well, you weren't here when the blackout happened, and lots of stuff burned. A lot of people died. A lot of people lost their faith. I was the only one who left behind. Still,
The unfaithful one day will see the error of their way or burn in the holy fire of the Emperor.
Amen! You hear that screaming from Desmond, half a room
What?
away. Amen. I agree.
Ah, okay.
Other way, it's my darn life. If I want to drink myself to death in this hellhole, that's what I'll do. I step behind.
Once you become a priest, you devote your life to the Emperor.
Well,
There is no other way.
that is true. All glory to the Emperor.
Once you become faithful to the Emperor, you should lose the choice to be miserable. For the Emperor provides, and the life is our duty, and our duty is our life.
Well, I definitely give everything that I have to this temple. Isn't that enough?
Desmond screams, "No! You need to give more!"
Give me a moment, someone's calling on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Of course, more booze. Oh wait, what?
I'm confiscating all of his alcohol. That could be used. That could be manufactured into fire bombs.
Or how about, I really don't have any dialogue, friend. I only don't have... He doesn't really have any single piece of dialogue.
Look.
What is it? What is it?
We need someone to help us sanctify weapons in case of the worst thing, being some sort of warp-like creature. So we need a holy priest. And if he doesn't act holy, he can't do proper sanctifications. We need to sober him up. Also, DM, it's time to improv. What would a
I mean, what do you
priest
think
who's
I am doing?
You're doing a great job. Now let's see what he's like when he's sober.
Like,
Because I'm taking all of...
that's the funny thing is when this entire adventure gives like 2 lines of like description for this entire character, and it's like a throwaway character.
Not anymore, he's not. He's the holy one. He needs to be
No.
holy.
We really need to go back to the apartments.
Sure, let me just grab all the booze here. I'm taking all the alcohol.
Hold
No
on,
alcohol for the priest.
That's my holy ointment.
You'll get it back when you act like a holy man.
But it's,
Pray to the Emperor. He's the only Holy Spirit you need.
Okay,
He is the
I'm back.
perfect holy ointment.
Walter Talker, just like myself, are low stick.
at least leave the Budweiser.
Oh my God. The futuristic Budweiser. Okay. I'm gonna take a small cup, pour a little bit of the Budweiser, and leave it behind. The rest I'm clogging up and taking. Leave him a small cup. Now I understand. Well, actually, I don't understand jack shit about
you know
drinking.
what?
I'm 16. I'm 16 years
You
old.
know what? I'm gonna knock that cup out of your hand, and I'm saying, the Emperor is patient, but I am not.
You knocked the cup out of his hand.
Listen.
Yeah.
The time is getting
And,
close
I-
nighttime,
I-
so I am
Wait,
closing the
I
temple.
almost forgot. When I say that, I show him the iconography of the Sisters of Battle on my armor.
Oh.
I show him the iconography of the Psychana Templars.
I
wonder-
pretend I don't see them. I pretend I don't see them at all.
This is like more like a canon question about the 40k lore in general. How?
Psychana Temple is not generally not known. Sisters of Battle are very known.
Yeah, that's what I
Attila-
was thinking. How would like a ignorant person in the Down Under hive know about the Battle Sisters, would they?
Because the Battle
Oh
Sisters
yeah,
are
especially in the church.
they are very known in the church, and the church is very known everywhere. So basically, if someone sees that iconography, they are either shitting themselves or praying.
And in the case of the Psychana Templars, specifically in the Calixix sector, they're very popular and very famous as like super psyker warriors, but they're also known as holy warriors. They're not as famous as the Sisters of Battle, but they're pretty up there.
Ah.
And since this is Scintilla, the actual homeworld where the monastery and
Well,
training
yeah, I would
facility-
imagine that he would probably spot you like that out immediately.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I thought you people were mercenaries or some stuff like that.
The other ones are mercenaries. We're holy warriors here to aid them and protect them and make their journey a lot safer. But we need this kept. Yes. We need to keep this on the silence, on the quiet, Holy Father.
Rare sight down here in the underhives.
Yes. Horror has been going on here, and for too long we have been blind to it. But now we are seeing the terror that is befalling these poor people, these poor sheep of the Emperor. And we are here to help protect them as the rightful shepherds. But they need a sober priest, a priest who believes and can lead the flock. That needs to be you, Father.
Let me do my best down here, you know?
I understand. And I understand that you were low on supplies, low on personnel. But now we are here to help aid you. To help fix things. Help right the wrongs and bring justice to those people who have suffered and the Emperor's wrath to his enemies. To the enemies of humanity.
Well, I have sworn to do my best.
And I'll let Sister Bianca continue on. Maybe read from the book. Me and Variety will start preparing.
Preparing what?
Not necessarily. I'm closing up shop for tonight. I think
Father, we actually request your temple. We need a base of operations. To work from. We can offer aid and offer, protection as well as help handle half of your workload, specifically the spiritual half, until you get sober.
Would this be a person who would ask about your authority?
If he asks about the authority, I point to my badge of Psychana Templar, and I point to hers as the Sister Battle. That's our authority. And then if that's not good enough, I point to the God Emperor's little.
You know what? I think since he's more like a faith person, he would go like, "Well, you're more than welcome to join my morning mass."
Okay, works for me.
Oh, there's not really any room to stay here during the night, but I suppose if you're looking for shelter, Emperor does protect its people. God,
That's appreciated, Father. You can take the bed. Sober up. No more drinking. Starting now. I imagine if I get like 50 insanity points, I'll be drinking right next to him.
Well, be the Emperor with you, my friend.
I appreciate it, and may he be with you as well, Father.
All right. Yeah. You guys walk into the dusk streets, I assume.
Yeah. Sorry if I stole the thunder, Sister Bianca.
No problem.
Alright, where
stand
do
it.
you wanna go next? Maybe the apartment? Maybe the enforcer block?
I was actually going to
Or,
ask the group, where do you want to go, guys? I think preventing another kidnapping is probably our best bet.
We wait for the persecutor right where this happens, and we try to intervene.
Yes. Maybe bring them to the enforcers if we can capture them.
Or at least bring whatever left of their head.
Yeah. Okay, off to Area 8. I'm going to go and try to find a person. I'm going to get my chainsaw ready, and I'm going to turn on my stummer for stealthfulness.
yeah.
Sister Bianca, do you want to add your token?
I don't even need to read
yeah.
that massive text about the apartment.
No, you don't think you could need to, but it should be like.
I mean, you can do a quick summary of it. Grab the important parts. Is it like really expensive? Is it shitty? Is it
I
mediocre?
believe it was really shitty.
Really shitty. Is there
Smash.
rat?
Yes, Smash.
Cab Stack 717 is a boxy gray tensori block decorated with arch windows surrounded with stacked tiers of carved scarab placens. There you go. That's your fucking...
Okay, so it's infested with things. Now we're looking for our enemy. So I'm going to try to be stealthful about the approach. You know, if they can't see us, then we'll have the event element of surprise. I'm going to use my stummer, which gives everybody a plus 30 to your stealth.
Are you guys just taking like a random door, or are you like going into the Albest?
I would like to try to take the same room that the sister had, that the sister of the deceased had, so that they might think she's still there and they might go for me.
I'm pretty sure we guided her out, so people would have seen us. I'm walking carefully, just so you know. I'm trying to get like a place nearby the front door. Is this like the only entrance in? Or is there other entrances?
I believe it is. Maybe that's like a back entrance, but it's not described.
Okay.
I honestly don't have the stealth skill.
It's alright, I have a stummer, which gives you a plus 30 to your stealth. So even if you don't have the stealth skill, you do get the bonus. Which kind of makes up for it.
Sorry, I don't get it. So you can all of us get a plus 30 to stealth?
Yeah,
if we
with
try?
the stummer. With the stummer on. So the problem is the stummer only lasts for 30 minutes. So however long we're waiting, that's the one issue. And yes, anyone who's within my range, they get a plus 30.
We might need to stake for the entire night.
Yeah. So do you want to, like, get up here, see if anyone suspicious goes in? How do you want to do this?
Yeah, do you guys just want to stake out outside, or do you want to stake out like one of the rooms? I believe Leo there mentioned that.
Also, the sister mentioned which room was the last one to get hit. Can we actually go investigate that while we're waiting?
Well, you know that they were definitely chasing the sister, or that's what the impression was, what she said. So that could be something.
That's why I wanted to pretend that I'm there. While they might still be looking for her, they're
looking for a sister, and we already have a sister here. And I turn towards Bianca. Maybe we can have her impersonate her and rush up and hide in the room. Maybe make a big scene. Where is my Saul? My brother Saul, and then rush towards the house.
I mean, I just need to go sleep, just rest inside the room while you two hide.
Pretty much. But we should make a scene about it. Like, Sister Bianca, how good are you at impersonating people?
Why do you want to cast a scene? They are searching the place to...
is not the way of the Emperor.
Oh.
Heretics
There's-
impersonate while the Emperor casts the light of truth on everything.
But we
Us?
can lure them. We'll make them think that we're luring them into a dark room. In reality, we're luring them into the light of the Emperor, where we can catch them and judge them.
I mean, they're already searching the place during the night. They're probably looking through the room.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yes.
The seed is not the way of the sororita.
Yeah, shoot
Okay.
it in the faces.
Okay, so you want to just wait in the room and wait for someone to hopefully maybe come in? Assuming
Either hearing some noises, because apparently they were very noisy that night.
Yeah, and don't forget, we took the sister from here and brought her all the way here to have her escape from this hive level. There would have been dozens of people who would have noticed that. So if we go wait in the sister's room, we don't have a guarantee that someone's coming in there, assuming one of the people working for whatever evil hive gang mutant psychers groups, they probably spotted her leaving. I don't know.
The only other plan I had is literally just walk inside and outside the place until something happened.
Okay. My plan was to stake out somewhere and wait to see if someone comes in. So how about we meet you halfway? What about one of us stays in the room, the sister's room, waiting to see something. The other two wait nearby the front, maybe somewhere hidden. And if someone comes through the door, someone suspicious, we can go in and try to get to you. Like, meet them halfway. What do you think?
For me, it's fine if I'm inside the room.
Okay. You want to be inside the room. Sister Bianca, will you be by my side so we can stake out for whoever comes through the front door? Whatever thief-like person comes through. Or would you like to stay with Variety?
Wait, which one was the psyker?
I'm the psyker.
Desmond is the psyker, Variety is the naval soldier.
Okay.
I'm the one recommending we stay outside while Variety stays in. Or vice versa. Why don't we let Sister Bianca stay in the room while the two of us wait?
I can stay. I'm not that good at hiding.
What about it,
Emperor
Variety?
protects.
How about you stay...
Oh.
What?
Well, I'm not training in stealth. I'm mostly good at just shooting people when they show up.
How good is your perception? Can you pick anyone up who comes through the door?
If I can see them, I should be able to see them.
Okay, how good are you on perception? Are you better than your... how good are you with awareness and all that stuff?
Not very good, no.
Not very good. Okay, me neither. How about
Me
you?
neither.
Okay. What
No,
about
I have
Lex
perception of
Mechanicus?
33 and awareness is not in my skill set.
Yeah, I
Jim-
believe the Lex Mechanicus is the one that has like a plus 20 to
Now,
finding out stuff.
yeah, so how about me and the Mechanicus guy wait up front, hidden away, while you two wait in the room? Can I do that, GM?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Since he's not here anyway, so he's just kind of like blue screen NPC-itis.
Can he do awareness checks?
Statement. Blah.
Okay, never mind. Our Mechanicus guy is compromised. Poor Tinker Tucker. You know what? You two go away in there. If I don't see the enemy, good luck surviving.
Alright. You guys.
I will
We
avenge.
don't need.
I will avenge you if I fail to spot them and they get there and kidnap you and kill you. I promise to avenge you. But
I'm not going to sleep. I'm
Well-
going to be awake. I'm not going to sleep. I
Sure.
need to first be able to pass through the shotgun I have on my hip.
Okay, well, pretend to be sleeping, and assuming that they're, heavily armed and armored, they probably can handle a couple hits. Anyway, good luck, you two. I believe that you will survive this, and if you don't, I will avenge you.
Look at the professional map.
Neat.
I honestly just drew something together in a second.
Can I do a stealth test to see how well I stealth?
Yeah.
Okay.
You wait until the night falls. Actually, I believe there is even a little section about night. Hold on, I might as well read that while you roll your stealth. So, the people staying at the room can place your tokens into the actual room that has stuff in it, or I suppose you can place your token into any of the other. The other is the brothers and the other is the sisters, like if you're looking from the opposite sides.
Okay,
Unfortunately, I for some reason can't place my token.
You drag your token and you bring it in.
Just drag it.
It doesn't show up.
It doesn't show up. Ooh. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, try controlling that. I don't know.
Did you try dragging it from the list on the right?
From the list on the right, I can't do it.
What do you mean you can't? You just hold on your name and you drag it over?
It might be the same bug as you had, Leo, with Equine.
Yeah, sometimes it just bugs out. But most of the time, when I just grab from the character list on the right, most of the time it works. Most of the problem I had was like when you open the character sheet and the bio info and to drag the token from there. That's when I had most problem. And apparently it's because every time you try to write your bio, it just creates an invisible space and it makes it impossible for you to grab the token.
I wrote my bio and I dropped it down.
Welcome to the night cycle. When the night cycle kicks in, the district's power fades down to the emergency levels. Acolytes are left with a whole new range of problems outside the immediate areas of lamplight or pools of illumination provided by a few buildings that have their own power supply. It is almost pitch black, and perception and awareness tests, such as finding your way if lost, as well attempts at gunplay and the like, all suffer minus 30 penalty in the darkness.
And
luckily,
you know what's the best part about my equipment?
They gave us chem lamps. They gave us chem.
They also gave us chem lamps, and on top of that, do I get a bonus because it's nighttime and it's hard to see for my stealth?
Yeah, you would if they were to spot you. Yeah, it works either or way. Unless they have dark sight, that is.
Yeah. How much of a bonus do I get to hiding in the dark?
I don't think you would have really a bonus. It's just that they would have a minus 30 to spot you.
Okay, minus 30 to spot me. Okay, neat. Oh shit! Do I also suffer a minus 30 trying to spot them?
Yep.
Okay, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I got a great idea. I'm going to leave a chem light on and over here while I'm hiding in the darkness. If anyone comes through, I can just stare towards the darkness.
Aren't
towards
you
the
like
light,
outside of the Oh well, not outside, but like waiting at the doorway.
Yeah, somewhere by the doorway.
Outside the map.
No. Oh wait, is this not the building? Yeah,
this is like inside of the building.
Okay, so like I'm thinking hiding somewhere inside the building as someone comes in.
I said I had an idea of placing the chem light right beside the door so that they will go and check.
Well, I'm thinking like a hab plug would be not too similar from... Oh, right, yeah, it's like those like ramshackle buildings with... Yeah. Right.
So maybe I'm like right here, the door to this one's open, and I'm staring out as there's like a light somewhere here. It can allow me to see whoever's coming in, but they can't see me since I'm far away, hiding in the dark. Does that make sense?
So you are staying at the brother's room.
Wait, I thought this is the brother's room.
That's the sister's.
Oh, so wait, is this the family room?
There's two rooms. There's the brothers and the sisters and the brothers.
I thought the sister was staying in the brother's room.
You know what? That might have been the case. But you know what? I'll name it like this now.
Like, I thought this whole entire thing was for both the family members, and this is a totally different room.
I think there's two rooms.
Oh, okay, then I'm staying far away from these rooms. I'm like trying to stay hidden
Hold on,
somewhere.
let me
We stand
double
here.
check. I can double check, but I'm fairly sure that there's two rooms.
Because, you know, if you stand here in the darkness and you place the cam light here, it will actually make you even harder to spot because when someone sees the light, their pupils shrink
Yeah,
to...
here we go. Stakeout. And enterprising acolytes may come up with a plan to stake out Lily's or Soul's chamber. So that sounds like there's
Oh,
Well,
there's two separate chambers.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'm planning to leave a light nearby the brother and sister's room, but I don't plan to stay in the light. I plan to stay in the dark. Whoever is coming into the light,
will be seen.
will be seen while I'm hidden. So it's the reverse. I get both of the best of both worlds. I get the -30 for anyone trying to spot me, while getting
the
while
apartment
not
building
suffering.
itself might have some lighting, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, they're on an emergency energy. They're probably
Yeah, there
cutting
might
it
be
out.
like one of those like red lights.
And given the quality, and you said this is one of the shittier apartment buildings, so I'm assuming, again, you can tell me if I'm wrong, that this is probably the last place getting any energy, given
Maybe
the
like
quality.
little. There might be like the barest of like dim light.
Yeah, so I'm leaving a chem light out in order for them to be seen, like illuminate this portion of the light.
If the cam light is brighter than the, let's call it the shitty light, then you would still be hidden as if you are in the darkness because of how the human eye works.
Yeah, so I'm trying to hide in the darkness while making this place look bright.
Okay. Was there a way to roll hidden off the sheet? I don't think there was.
It was stealth. You roll stealth.
No, but I'm thinking if I can roll without you guys actually seeing the roll itself.
I think you should have somewhere the option to roll a hidden roll.
Yeah, so you just click on the GM. There should be a little button that says GM. Let me see where
Well,
it's
that's
at.
in the D&D tokens, I know that much, but where is it on these?
No. Okay, so it's underneath gear. There's a little button called GM, so that only the GM sees the roll.
Gear.
Yeah. Do you see gear at the top? Underneath that, there's one that says GM.
Oh, GM. Yeah, there we go.
Do a practice one first, just to make sure it works.
Yeah, you know what? I'll roll something completely unrelated.
Yeah.
There we go. You shouldn't be able to see that.
Nope, did not see that at all.
Nothing at all.
Alright, since there is not really what is it called? Passive skills, but you guys are taking a look out, I will let you guys roll awareness.
Okay.
As kind of like a passive.
How does that work?
You
Use
just
awareness.
open up your sheet and you click the awareness button in the skill list.
Okay.
And if you don't
And
have
if
awareness
you have
count as
done
having -20.
And if you have done your skills correctly, you have either training or +10 or whatever in awareness.
I do not.
Well, then you just roll it basic. Yeah, you just click the button and see what happens.
Fingers crossed it works.
31.
Variety, that is okay. Sister, are you doing yours?
You know what? No, I am not going to look out. I am going to pray and sing the prayers.
Hmm. That might work.
Because
So,
because you know why?
why?
Because fuck the metagaming aspect of gonna do the logical thing. My character is very faithful, so my character is gonna do the faithful shit.
Okay, neat. I'm doing awareness.
I am just readying my weapon in case the moment someone enters the room that gets lead in the face.
Oh man, I want to use another I only have one fate point, you guys.
It will regenerate on the next session.
Yeah, but I can also use it. I also have some really cool attack.
Alright.
So you know what? I'm going to use it. Fuck it, I'm going to use it. YOLO. Here's hoping I save you. Okay, it's slightly better.
I mean, technically speaking, if they roll on stealth worse than you do, then you can still spot them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just rolls worse than 51 on me. Just
No, not worse than 51. They need
sorry, yeah.
failure.
Final, yeah, degrees
Alright,
of
yeah.
failure,
So you
right?
guys just on edge, wait in the darkness with a small light illuminating the hallway. It's pitch black and the emergency lighting in this building is on. You stare wary and keep your eyes and ears open for any danger. For the longest time, it doesn't seem like nothing is happening. You're getting a little nervous. Maybe you haven't experienced combat yet. When all of a sudden, the door, in a surprising fashion, it manages to catch you completely off guard. As you see two figures in front of you. The first one is right in front of the door, and the secondary right behind it. Hold on. You see these two figures in the night. They are partly clad in tailored clothing, and their waxy flesh writhes and pulses unnaturally beneath their translucent skins. Their joints and fingers have been reinforced with metallic bracings to stop their overpowered flesh from tearing itself apart. And their heads have been encased in taut, stitch-shot masks, through which implanted augmented eyes glowed a dull red. And these things look terrifying. Just like completely terrifying.
Oof. How much of fear rating?
These would be counted as a fear 0. Even though there's not technically such a thing as a fear 0, but there is.
Okay, so
yeah, rule-wise, fear 0 does nothing.
So it's a fear 1 as fear 0. Oh, we don't even have to roll willpower?
Well, you do have to roll it, but it doesn't have any penalties or negatives. It's just a straight up willpower.
Fear 0 is just like narrative thing. It doesn't have any penalties, nothing.
Yeah, it's just a +0.
If I have resistance in fear...
Yeah, if you have resistance fear, that does count. Or if you have jaded, that does also count.
I have jaded, so...
For what count? In what sense? Do I need not to roll, or
so
just mean say?
I believe your is resist fear +10, so you would roll your willpower with a +10.
Okay.
Or I believe with the sheet you have to put in a -10, so it actually counts. I believe.
For jaded?
Not jaded, but fear. Resistance fear.
So resistance fear, I know it gives you a +10. Jaded means you don't suffer any insanity points or any something like that
I
when you look at the
believe
creature.
with jaded,
I mean, Fear
that's
Zero
for
is...
mundane, which technically is fear
Fear
zero.
Fear Zero counts as a mundane, and Fear Zero counts as no insanity points, no, because Fear 1 counts as, like, Jaded works on Fear 1. Fear Zero, it doesn't have a mechanical, it mechanically does nothing. It's just like role-playingly, in a role-play matters, it is disturbing to the character, but not to the point of being afraid or anything.
I mean,
It's
it
just
could
like
be a
seeing...
fear zero, fear one, but according what I'm reading here, it's just a fear test, which is
Okay, so it's a fear 1. So fear 0 means they're disturbing, but we don't have to do willpower. Fear, that's fear 0. Fear 1 is you have to do a willpower test, but there's no negative modifiers.
But for now, let's count it as fear one, so we don't have to do with the hassle.
Okay,
You know
okay.
what? Because
Yeah.
we're unconverting this from 1.0 to 2.0, so let's just say that it's fear one because there's no such thing as fear zero in 2.0, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
in the second edition there is no
I know
Fear
in first edition it's fear 1 all the way to fear 4. There's no fear 0.
In the second edition there is also from Fear 1 to 4.
Yeah, so
Even
they
like
didn't
in
change it at all.
1.0, fear zero was kind of like it existed, but then it didn't exist.
No,
Yeah,
I
because
remember playing first edition.
Fear
there's
Zero is something that like people say about it, but it doesn't do anything mechanically.
Because like
Okay.
I remember that Dark Heresy 1.0 has
So
like
most people
3
just ignore it,
monsters that
because it
has
doesn't do anything
fear zero.
Still
Okay.
counts as Fear Zero.
Oof.
Jesus, you really guys really don't have willpower. Well, good well, shitty rolls
For fun.
actually. That's really good willpower, but all of you fucking
That's
fail.
rolls.
All right,
So we
let's
roll a 1d100 plus 10 points for every degrees of failure.
Yep, that's for everybody who failed, which is everybody.
I got a 29 plus 40, that brings it to 69.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna reroll it. I have 2 fate points.
Good luck.
Might be worth it if your fear result is horrible.
Is mine
2 degrees
horrible?
of success.
I guess I could try to reroll it as well.
Yeah, if you have fate points.
Yeah, I have 3 of them.
I only
Yeah.
had 1 and I used it for spotting.
Let's-
So that sounds like a faith problem to me, brother.
I used it all. I used it all on getting better stats.
Oh, alright. That's better.
Alright.
By the way, how do I roll for initiative? Like, what's the
there's
button?
the little custom button at the custom initiative. You just put in 1d10 plus your agility bonus. And when you're rolling initiative, you click your token on the battleground. And you press the custom button. So it would roll like that.
Oh. Alright. I'm ready to shoot someone in the face.
Let me also roll my agility.
You got
my custom.
Actually, let me find your little fear result. Where is fear? God damn it.
I have a 69, so.
16. Nice.
Oh wow, I always roll good on my initiative.
Let's go!
Now it's really up to you. What are you gonna get from fear?
Yeah.
I rerolled my willpower save, so I...
So I'm
Nice.
the only one that's scared. 16-year-old boy scared in the shadows.
fitting somehow.
I look like Templar.
Oh, the sister! Sister, do not falter!
Perils of the Warp.
I do not falter. I simply am too busy
here we
praying.
go.
Yeah,
Sister, do not
I-
stumble while praying.
I have a reason why I'm the last initiative, because when they come here, I am midway through the prayer and I need to finish fighting.
So, Desmond, you're so afraid of these monsters that you are frozen in terror. You cannot take actions until you recover yourself. C is shocking and snapping out of it on page 286. After snapping out of it, you make all of your tests with a -10 penalty until the rest of the encounter.
Okay.
Sorry, it sounded like the conversion from pharmaceutical. See, shocking and stepping out of it at page 286.
Okay.
I recommend Night Quill.
Night Quill. Funny. I'm guessing I'm the first one going, so do I do a a willpower roll to see if I snap out of it?
Yeah, I would. Yep.
Okay. Question is, do they notice me?
They might not notice you. Hold on. I might as well roll those awareness tests.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I didn't, because they honestly wouldn't. Let's see. Awareness.
He has a stealth with
I
two
have
success, so
two degrees of success, but I'm
they
in the
need-
dark. Which
Yeah,
is
no.
-30.
They don't even come close, my man.
They don't even come close to noticing me. Okay, cool. I got the element of surprise.
I might as well ask, do you guys prefer that I roll hidden and kind of like leave a little bit of suspense, or do you just want to see
You
it?
do it. The suspense makes it a little bit more entertaining.
So yeah, go ahead, make your.
I'm sorry. Do you guys also agree? Let's leave it up to a democratic process.
I agree. I normally play with the DM on the DM on D&D normally. This is how I normally we roll. So for me, it's fine.
Okay.
I always
I'm a
like it this way, so it kind of leaves the player a little bit of like, oh Jesus, please no.
If we die, can we play as Grey Knights? Sure.
No.
Kill me!
come on,
Yeah,
it would be very fun. Like
That's a little too
Instead-
many XPs that you haven't earned yet.
instead of landing on a planet, we would just teleport on a planet, beat the shit out of everything that moves, and then come back on the ship.
Let's become Black Panthers directly.
Alright, Desmond, they don't spot you. Do you want to try to snap out of it?
Yes, please.
I
Willpower
want to
test?
stay.
Yes.
I want to stay
willpower.
scared.
I did not snap out of it.
Oh no, it's up to the two of you.
Until
Alright.
my next turn. I promise it'll work then.
So, how does range work again? With
If you're within 3 meters, you get point blank range. If it's more
Yeah.
than 3 meters, then it's short range until whatever your gun. So each gun has a different range.
I think
so
it was Alpha.
Yeah,
range is
half of max is short. Max range is max range, and then you can do long range, and point blank is 3 meters or less.
Alright.
And wait, because it's 3 meters, but you need to be not engaged in melee. If you are in melee, you are shooting at a minus 20, I think, or minus 10, something like that.
Minus 20, but unless you're using pistols, then you're okay.
Yep.
Very
no,
well.
with pistols you have minus 10.
Alright.
Have you ever tried shooting someone in melee? It's
I
difficult.
have
It's really fucking
never.
difficult.
I've never been in melee to begin with, so.
It's really
Alright.
difficult.
Can I shoot from here?
I don't think you have the line of sight proper.
He
I-
opened the door.
That
I
could
think
be
you
a
can-
little. Well,
I-
let's
I think
imagine
you
that the
need-
door kind of swings to the right, like this way. Then you might have a line of sight. At
I
least
think-
I think for me
to the Like, I'm
Wait, from this-
imagining that it's like opening the door, so you might be able to see the arm, the body, and maybe the head.
I mean, for me, it's fine if I have to move.
Maybe the right leg.
All right. I would like to first then move. Let's see.
What's your rules on moving? I know before.
In-game moving is counted as a half action.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, I
Unless-
used.
Unless you
Uh,
want a full
like-
move, charge,
Yeah,
or...
you have different move.
No.
And
So
you have
I
half move, full move, charge, and run.
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
I know that. For charge, you have to do it for attack. For the other ones, you got to do attack. My main thing is with half move and full move. Some people do. So some GM I've played with, they have half move as a half action, full move as a full action. While in some cases, they have half move as a free action, while full move as a half action.
According to the core rulebook, half move is a half action. Full move is a both half actions, so a full action. Running is a full action, and if you do it twice in a row, you get a level of fatigue. Charge is also a full action.
Okay.
That
Got
is according to the core rulebook. So
okay. I moved here, and I'm going to use my Desperado feature, move and shoot, which I can use a pistol to do a standard attack as a free action.
Mhm.
And I'm going to use my shotgun pistol. And I believe this is going to be no aim because that's a free action, so it doesn't consume
wait,
anything.
give me a moment, because I think I think I remember something about this feature, this class feature, but I need to check it to be sure if I remember correctly.
I had it copy and pasted here. It says once per round, after performing move action, a Desperado character may perform a single standard attack with a pistol weapon he is currently wielding as a free action.
Give me a moment, because I have my book in Polish, and in Polish it often they are a bit more explanatory, in the sense that they lay everything out like almost like to a child. Okay, found it.
The only thing I'm questioning is move action, if you actually mean like a
Move-
full action.
Yeah, it's a move action. I'm not really sure if
That's
it's a
the
half
funny
move or a
thing. You could even run and do it, because it's still a move action.
Yeah,
also
because
it's any move action.
Yeah, it's
because-
any move action. That's how
Also-
it's
Yeah, it does-
written.
In that case, you can do right now 2 normal attacks without aiming, because aiming is a half action.
Yes.
So you can
Mm.
technically do 2 attacks with pistols.
yes, technically that's what I want to do. I'm going to do an attack with my shotgun, pistol shotgun
cannon?
pistol. Since with no aim because it's a free action.
Yep, no
so,
aim. Point blank though.
And standard and a plus 10 because this is again. It's a shotgun pistol with a scatter. So it's also a plus 10, I believe. If I am in a close range.
It's plus 30 from point blank. It's plus 10 from a single shot, but then I don't think you have any other modifiers. Correct me
Scatter,
if
I
I'm
think,
wrong there, Desmond.
So I know scatter, you get a +3 to your damage if you're within point blank or short range.
yeah, I don't think
remember it
Scatter
giving
gave
modifier.
you anything to hit.
Yeah, I
I
think
think-
more for damage.
Wait, I have the handbook here with me. Let me just check very quickly.
I also got.
I
one
might be
for-
remembering the wrong system. There's so many.
Should be page 144. Should be under weapon. Oh dear God!
So weapons is page 144.
Yes.
Scatter. Close range. Oh, you're correct. They do get a plus 10. All right.
Did they get the plus
Yeah.
3 as well, or is that only?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also that.
plus 3.
Oh, so it's both. Okay.
Jesus, they.
Now,
That
now
was a
let's
lot
open
better
the-
than I remember it.
Now let's hope I am not cursed by the demon of chaos.
I mean, at this point, you pretty much have to roll.
Almost! It was almost there! Dear God!
I mean, it's a shame because that's a scatter gun, so you would get a lot more from a... But alright. Yeah, you
Alright. Alright, and it's
You
1d10
hit,
plus 3, so it's a 16 in total of damage. Oh wait, I need to roll the undead, right, sorry. To determine location damage, right?
No,
the
it's
81
based
you
on the
roll.
hit. So you look at your roll there. You rolled an 81, so you reverse it, so it's 18, which I believe it's one of the arms. Hold on.
Yes, that is true. After 10, it's no longer the head. So 18 is the right arm.
Hey, look
Oh,
at
God.
that! I remember this shit just from memory.
I think the right arm is gone alongside half of his torso. With 16 damage.
So, alright, 16 damage to its mechanical arm. Let's see, it has some AP. Not enough to soak. And it
Amber.
has some toughness. So, that many. Oof. Ouch.
The soak is toughness plus armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see its mechanical parts fly apart a little, but you can see it's still standing.
Alright.
Also, I don't remember if it's in second edition as well, but in first edition some armors could be damaged.
We're not... No, we're not gonna do that.
Okay.
And
Mostly
for
because
an-
this is a shorter adventure, so I'm not gonna
Yeah,
do
sure.
it.
Yeah. Also, we have no
could-
one to repair our armors. So
Well,
so,
that I
yeah.
cursed, but let's not do it.
Alright.
Alright, it's a headache.
Okay, no problem.
And for my next action, I'm going to. It's dropping a weapon like as a free action, like just immediately. I can do that.
Yeah, if you're not
Yes.
in melee, you can move.
I dropped a shotgun pistol and grasp a hand cannon with two hands.
Alright.
And take my off action to aim. Oh wait, I used half action to move, so I cannot
Yeah,
do
half
that.
action to move, and I believe it might be a half action to draw, though. It's a free action to
Unless-
drop.
No, I'm a desperado, so I have a free action
Right.
to draw a weapon.
You're
Oh,
correct.
so you have quick draw?
Yes.
Quick draw. Okay,
yeah,
so
the
then it's a free action.
Desperados
So you,
do have that.
yeah.
Still point blank. It's a standard.
Yep.
Nothing to add right now. And let's hope again for the demon of chaos to not take me.
You can use.
Alright.
Alright.
And still against the same horrible creature in front of me
Yep.
that scared the poor little boy on the corner. Oh my God, what am I doing?
Funny.
13 damage
13 damage.
with 2 penetration, alright.
Do you... Alright, yeah, it's a hand cannon. I thought for a second that it was an auto pistol for some fucking reason. Yeah, I think that's more than enough HP than this thing has.
Wait,
Yeah.
you made 2 attacks. You're allowed to do that as a desperado?
Technically, yes, because I have all my weapons are basically pistol. So when I move, I use my free action to shoot my shotgun pistol. And after that, I literally just drop that shotgun pistol and use technically another free action to grasp both of my my hand cannon with both hands and shoot as a standard.
Yep.
Oh wait, I could still use an alpha action now that I think about it. Because technically speaking, I will use alpha action.
Yeah, you use the
Wait.
half of action to move, and then you just use the half an action to shoot.
Which
Which now would bring your... Yes, half an action is to shoot. Unless
So yeah, shooting consume half an action. Okay, just to
yeah,
be sure.
unless you're going full auto, which in that case is a full action.
Okay, is he dead?
Here comes a in-game question. Do you guys for the mooks to have critical wounds? I prefer almost not, because otherwise every encounter would drag on for an eternity.
So for non-named characters, they shouldn't get critical wounds. For named character like bosses, they should.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
think.
I think that's also in the core rule book that it's like that. So I
Some
think that would be
DMs
the
do
best
it for
option.
every single monster. It doesn't if it
No,
is a Gretchen or if it's whatever.
that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it's a pain in the ass. Every encounter will take like 2 hours to finish. I like it. I really like it. It makes the combats exciting. But it's like, oh my god, when does this ever end?
Yeah, I remember when once in the Only War campaign we were fighting like that a bunch of Kroot, and it took us forever to kill those fucking Kroot.
Alright, that brings the varieties turn to end as the creature falls to the ground, lifeless, without any life to it left, and is bring to the other creature as it looks upon variety, and it charges up its fist
Oh no.
as it charges.
I would like to take the dodge action.
Well,
The
that's
dodge.
if they hit you, my man.
Ah, okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's a reaction.
Let's see, do they have any other, let's see, natural weapons? No.
Emperor protects. Emperor
Fear,
protects.
you guys already rolled fear. That's a hit. Now you can try to dodge.
Okay.
But honestly, I think it would be easier if you rolled for the damage on the like so we can see it.
No, keep it suspenseful.
But why?
4 degree of success.
Yeah, you see the creature come with its augmented fist and you just like do the Neo dodge.
Neo Matrix style.
Alright, Bianca. It is
Okay,
your
in
turn.
that case, I will describe what I do because I like doing that. Give me a moment.
Oof.
Fuck.
Flamethrower.
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
freak
Flamethrower.
stuff.
So, as I finish my prayer, I stand up, take my hand flamer, and spray it on the thing. Because flamers auto hit, which I really like.
Yep.
Well, actually, you have to roll to see if it didn't jam. It
That-
auto
that-
hits even if you get like
checks
4 degrees
if-
failure.
But it checks on the damage. If on the damage I roll a 9, then it jams. But also in the flamer rules, it says, at least in the version of the core book that I have, because I have a physical copy. In my copy of the core book, it says that even if it jumps, it shoots and it jumps after the shooting.
Yeah, I believe he doesn't need to roll unless it's A,
Okay.
unreliable, B, rolls 100, in which case that goddamn thing might just explode.
No. Flamers work differently because flamers they auto hit, then you roll for damage, and then if you rolled a 9 on the damage roll, it's a specifically a 9.
Well, I mostly
If
say that because 100 is always a critical botch.
Yeah, so
yeah, but
that's
on the
how I
on the
remember it
flamers-
always going.
on the flamers you don't roll the 100 for hit because it auto hits.
That's
And-
only that's
and
only if
the
you don't
enemy-
roll 100. If you don't roll a jam.
No. The flamers they auto hit they jump on a damage roll of 9, because for the damage you roll 1d10 plus 4. On the, like, if you roll on the d10 a 9, so if a total of damage is 13, then it jumps.
Let me see. I don't see that in the flamer section. Is this
Because
by the
it's
gun or where is this?
no, it's in the special rules. I think flame or spray, something like that.
A common weapon in many gangs and cults, smells of burn. Flamer is relatedly easy to construct and maintain. They do not rely on expert marksmanship and are ideal for attacking enemies in cover or confined spaces when indiscriminate. Yeah, I'm on. So flame weapons, as the name suggests, flame weapons shoot gouts of fire at their target. They are
not
common
flame.
in many
Oh,
factions of the ecclesiarchy, as they are not only kill but also purify
I
with
can't find it. Like, I don't know how to translate to English version, but in the Polish book, each flamer weapon has a trait called miotacz, which basically means like a thrower of, like, flamethrower is a miotacz ognia in Polish, and the flamethrower has a trait miotacz, which makes it auto hit, and the damage have to
So
end if you roll a 9 on the damage.
Oh,
Then
right, flame spray. Let me just at the spray section on the weapon. There you go.
okay.
Spray weapon use larger effect shots to strike more foes, sacrificing range for weather coverage. They have only just one range. When fire each all those in their area of effect. The wielder does not need to test ballistic skill. Or quicker in the weapon's path, a cone-shaped area extending a 30-degree arc, must make a challenging +0 agility test or suffer one hit from the weapon. If the wielder does not possess the appropriate weapon training talent, target gain a +20 bonus on the test. This is to +30 if the weapon is heavy and the wielder is not braced. Cover does not protect from spray attack unless it's completely concealed target. Because there is no attack rule, they are always considered to strike the body location.
Okay.
They jam if the fire rolls a 9 on any damage dice before any modifier are applied. Due to the inaccurate nature of the design, they cannot be used to make called shot action.
Okay, yeah, so you were right. The spray area. I was looking at the flame. That's why I couldn't find it.
Yeah, after I say yes, that specific on the weapon, I made a research for the weapon.
Yeah, that's what
spray
I
and
was thinking
fire.
of. They need to make a agility test not to get hit, pretty much.
I know that part, the agility test. I just remembered this might have been first edition. Then you had to roll a 1d100. If it rolled 100, it jams. So this is different in second edition.
It was the same in the first edition.
All right.
Okay, then it must have been
roll me some.
Roll of 9 it jumped.
Roll me some damage.
Ooh.
5 damage.
Terrible damage. Thankfully,
Yeah, I know, but at least it didn't jump.
Thankfully, the thing is on fire, which it could make it even scarier. Let's see, penetration of 2. So let's see, 5 damage.
I mean, flamers do have pretty terrible damage, but don't worry. Once I get the sorority power armor, I can then use a heavy flamer.
Thank the Emperor that the building is made of fucking concrete, otherwise you would just burn an entire hat block.
Emperor protects.
Emperor protects always.
Alright, Desmond, you're still afraid.
Yes, he's out of my line of sight. Is there any bonuses with that?
No.
No?
I believe there is not.
Oh, okay.
Because
I
I
mean,
believe that is not, what is it called, suppression fire? It's just like fear.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
there's certain fear effects that I know that do have, that benefit to it.
Okay, I succeeded the fear test.
Alright, hey, so next turn you get to actually act.
I thought I get to act this turn.
No, next turn.
Next turn. Oh, I can't even move?
No.
Yeah, I believe
Oof.
all fear
The-
tests are at the end, unless you
So,
have.
He can take no action until he recovers himself, sees shock, and snapping out of it. So I gotta go check that out.
Unless I believe it's unless you have a certain talent. I forget what it's called that you get to roll at the start of your turn. I think it's called like it's not fearless because fearless is you don't need to roll. I believe it's called something fate.
Shock.
I think it's the Unbreakable Faith, maybe?
Unbreakable? Yeah, something like that.
Also,
So it says here, he makes a willpower test in his next turn. If successful, he regains his senses, shrugging off the effects can act normally. If he fails, the effect continues, and the character can try to snap out of it again in the following turn, and so on. So it's saying after you succeed, you can act normally.
Oh,
so that technically speaking to the GM's interpretation then.
Yeah, so it's 286.
286.
In that case, because it doesn't say specifically that you act the same turn, or it doesn't say that you act the next turn, so basically the GM decides.
Well, no, it says if you fail, you have to wait till next turn to act. I don't know.
No,
GM, you can
have
decide.
you have to wait until you have the next try. Technically speaking, it says that you like
Character
never
can
mind.
try to shake off some of the effects of fear after the initial shock has worn off. When specified on the shock table, the character can snap out of it. He makes a willpower test in his next turn, which this is my next turn. If he's successful, he regains his senses, shrugs off the effects, and can act normally. So I am successful.
Yeah,
He
but
regains his senses.
tests are also most of the time at the end of your tests are at the end of your turn most of the time.
I don't see
So
it saying here.
it's up to the GM's discretion in this case.
If
Okay.
in his next turn, if successful, he regains his senses and shrugs off the effect.
See test.
If he regains his shrugs off the effect, yeah, according to the shock and snapping out of it, you could act. All right, let's go with that rolling for now. Because
Okay.
I thought I could have sworn that there was a talent that could have let you roll at the start of your turn.
Do you know what it was called?
We can check it after the session. It's not like we're not gonna waste an hour looking this one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
After all, the GM is the law, and the GM has the final say.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, it's been a while since I have played this, so
I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna spend the rest of my turn just aiming with my chainsword.
chainsword.
Yes.
You know, you really can't aim with a chainsword unless you're in melee already.
Well, if you're doing a charge.
No. When you're doing a charge, you cannot aim because aim is at least half an action.
Yeah.
And
So
you're using, and charging is a full action.
Yeah. So This is the end of my turn.
Also-
I'm using the last of my half action to aim, and next turn I'm going to automatically charge.
No. To aim a chainsword, you need to be in melee.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that you can't aim with a melee weapon unless you're already in close combat.
Okay. My bad.
I'm not sure if that's like a written rule, actually.
Let me double check that. You guys can go on. So
Yeah,
either way,
it's
I'm
it's
stuck
not
here.
like it's a big deal. It's either if you have a plus 10 or not a plus 10.
Yeah. So it's either case scenario. My turn ends here. I'm gonna look the book. If I find it, I'll let you guys know.
I mean, I have here. All right.
So on page
Alright.
218. For
Uh,
aim.
Okay, I am going to disengage.
Alright.
So I'm gonna take my alpha action away. Alpha move action away. I'm going to move.
Oh, by the way, guys, I believe if it's acrobatics, if you have that trained, you can try a disengage as a, I believe it's a free or a half action.
Disengaging counts as a. I'm not really sure.
I believe
think...
disengage is a full action, isn't it?
Yes,
yeah,
it's
Oh yeah, I remember now. It's a full action unless you have a talent which allows you to disengage as a half action, because there is a talent which allows you to disengage as a half action.
Ah.
So I take use my full action disengage,
Alright.
and I going to assume that move and shoot works as well, because I technically took a move action because it grants me an half action movement when I disengage.
You know, that's kind of a cheesy way to interpret that skill, but yeah, that's technically a move action.
Yeah, because you also got move and shoot. It feels like, as a desperado, you move away from the fight, but you fire while you move away.
I mean,
Kinda
this is one of the reasons why almost like 50 times of the time when I get to play this system, I play a desperado, just because you can cheese it.
Yeah, because you can just keep on doing damage.
But you did drop your shotgun, so that's the issue.
Yeah, I only use an hand cannon now.
Yeah. I mean, the hand cannon does do.
Did you do a dodge? Because he gets an opportunity attack if you're moving out of melee.
No, I took a disengage full action, so I could move away.
Yeah, disengage.
Okay.
Point blank.
It was really cool in Grey Knights, like in the rules for the RPG for them.
The fact that they're broken.
And all. Oh, sorry.
They kind of are, but that's how they're supposed to be. So I'm not really mad at that. But they also gain Terminator armor on tier 3 if the GM like if there is a reason for. Or even not that good of a reason, because Grey Knights regularly field Terminators as normal.
Yeah, that's still a hit.
So
can these enemies even dodge?
I can attempt.
Yeah.
Everybody can roll dodge. It's just like that. Yeah, that's 6 degrees of fail.
Yeah, also because of Imperial Navy background. Let's go with background. Yes, background. Imperial Navy background. Close quarter discipline. I technically gain one additional degree of success on ballistic skill. On successful ballistic skill. So instead of 3, it's actually a 4 degree of success.
It really doesn't matter in this case, my man. It's still a hit.
Yes. With 6 degrees of failure, I believe it's very, very hit. So yeah, 11 damage.
He jumps on the bullet.
Yeah,
he dodges towards the bullet, not away.
Damage and shake in the rattle of your hit. Though it's still on fire and coming for you. Alright. Since it is on fire, let's see, I believe that's D10 damage. You can correct me if I'm wrong. No damage.
Let me open the page about flame.
I'm fairly sure that it's a D10. And...
second fight, 243. Do you mean that's...
Oh, GM, also...
Yes?
Also, I looked for aim. It's on page 218, so if you get the chance. Because it says you can use this for a standard attack, semi-auto burst, lightning attack, and so on. So, this is up to the GM's interpretation regarding aim. For melee and charge. Because I think you can also use it for all-out attack if you're doing previous turns.
Well, that's true, yeah, you can use it for an all-out attack, but that's kind of like a situation that I would interpret it that you would be already in melee.
Okay. So the and so on won't count for charges.
Alright, this guy cannot charge anymore because he's less than 4 meters away, so it will just...
Alright. Imagine a fairly managed to find it. Once a crate is on fire, you suffer 1d10 energy damage
Yep.
in your armor, and suffer 1 level of fatigue each round.
Well, didn't take anything. Let's
Anything
see.
at all.
And it will try to punch. Let's see. Let's leave this up to fate. Variety.
Alright.
The space of life.
Ember protects.
Let's see. It doesn't get an aim. It doesn't get any of the things. So standard attack. That's a hit. You may attempt to dodge.
I attempt to dodge. A failure.
That's a failure. Would you like to try and re-roll that with a fate point?
I would like to do so, yes. So I'm going to use my second fate point to do that.
Or
yes,
are you daring enough to take this game's first hit?
I don't. Well, it doesn't matter anyway.
Alright. Where is the... Why can't I roll damage? No, seriously.
I think you have to do this.
Fuck it, I'll roll it manually. That's 12 points of impact damage to your 71.
Oh, that's my left.
Yeah, I believe that's
No, right leg.
Yeah, that's one of your legs.
Right leg, yes. How much damage you say?
12 points of impact damage.
Okay, I have only 1 armor on there, and my toughness modifier is 3. Does that mean it gets reduced by 4?
Yep, 4.
Okay.
You only really have a single point of armor.
On my leg, yes.
Oh, right.
Because that's covered by the coat. So 8 damage. I am over half my health. I suffered, I think, a wound because I'm under half my health.
No, that just means that you're, what is it called, heavily wounded?
Well, no, I don't think it was heavily wounded, but I'm... What is it called?
Because I believe lightly wounded is 1/4. It's only when you go into criticals you take the critical shit.
Alright.
So I believe you're either was there such a thing as moderately wounded in this one? I'm sorry.
So there is lightly wounded, heavy wounded, and then critically wounded.
Yeah, there was not moderately.
No. Not that I remember.
Ah, well, Bianca, you have a flaming creature in front of you who just hit your comrade.
I'm gonna by using my... Oh wait, it's a full action, yes?
Yep.
Ah, but I am not engaged in melee with it because
That
it's
is
engaged
true.
with my comrade. So I will use my flamer again.
That is a
a
technicality, but yes, technically you're not engaged in melee.
Yeah, so I will use my flamer.
Thank the Emperor Desmond that you're actually in cover still.
Okay. Yeah.
Because do not suffer the unclean one to live.
Hey, I have not used psychic powers at all. I don't even have any
I'm not
psychic
talking
powers.
about you.
You're the
Yes.
worst. You're the worst wizard.
Let me roll that agility test to see if he's hit. Fails. Barely.
Oof.
So he still suffers the damage.
10.
10 damage.
With a pen
With
of
2
2.
penetration.
That pen is actually really deadly at the early levels.
Oh wait, that reminds me. It's still flaming, yes? It's still burning.
Yeah, it's still burning.
So it takes another D10 damage, if I remember correctly.
Now it's on his turn he takes the D10.
Oh, okay, on his turn.
Yeah, it's like ongoing damage from D&D.
Okay.
Why are they not scared of fire?
They aren't afraid of anything, I can tell you that one. They have the fearless talent.
Damn, Gene Stealer cult. Definitely a Gene Stealer cult. Definitely nothing else.
Let's see.
Oh, they're a little too too much cybernetics.
So that many wounds.
Cleansing flame of the Emperor shall
Alright,
burn
you can
this
still see
heresy
that
away.
it's somewhat standing with
It's still standing. Then I am going to fire again.
I thought you could only make 1 attack action.
Yeah, I think you can only take one
yeah,
one attack action unless you have the one of the talents.
Desperado thing.
Oh yeah, you're right. In that case, I'm gonna move my half movement here.
Neat.
Or unless you're dual wielding, which dual wielding flamers technically is allowed. Well, not even technically, it is allowed if it's a pistol. Or if you have a pistol grip.
Okay. I don't know if this is allowed, GM.
Sure. I have seen more ridiculous charges.
No, okay.
I literally have seen a lot of banana charges where you literally just like do flips and whatever across the corner.
Honestly, those charges would make sense if they were, for example, Astartes, because Astartes literally can burst through walls like it's nothing.
I'm mostly allowing it mostly because he saw where the creature is going and it's fairly straight line.
No, okay.
Because the description is that charges is long as you keep going in a straight line towards the enemy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, no aim.
But also in some cases, like for example, some power armors literally have in their rule set said that you can charge through walls because you just break through.
Yep.
And I have the element of surprise, so he can't dodge.
Like he would dodge anyways.
Yeah, you never know.
So
Okay, but it's tearing. Oh, I got Righteous Fury.
Righteous Fury!
Well,
roll to confirm.
Roll to confirm. No, wait, was this the system that you rolled just a D10?
I just rolled D10. Okay. Roll 1D10. I got an 8.
I can double check that really fast, but I'm fairly sure that this was the system that you just rolled D10.
But wait, why did you roll twice?
Because tearing allows you. Yeah, tearing allows you to do twice.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, technically speaking, he could just roll twice for the damage because it is after all like the chainsword does 1d10 plus 2. So he could just roll twice for the damage.
I did roll twice for the damage. I rolled 6 and then I rolled a 15.
It would technically roll. I mean, technically you rolled 1 and then you rolled a 10.
Yeah. That is some
natural
amazing
10,
luck there.
Bloody. This includes a result of 10 when rolling the 1d5 for damage. After resolving the hits, you do 1d5, yes, and then you consult the critical effects table. Right,
Okay,
yeah,
so
that's how it was done in this system. So yeah, you roll a d5 and I'll consult the critical damage table, but I'll tell you this much, don't bother. It's done.
I want to know how spectacularly he died.
This is your chance to shine, my friend.
I rolled a 2. Which is not bad.
How do you wish to describe us? How do you kill this creature?
Okay, as you guys going, I finally get my chance in. I rush in, Sakana Templar doing all the agility shit, charging, and just epically behead this thing and like do a slide. I'm sliding in, chop it up, and I move, and it doesn't feel like it's got the cut until it tries to move, and eventually the head falls off.
Jesus Christ, that
It's just chainsword, not a katana.
you
It's a
edgy fuck.
Hey,
You
hey,
edgy fuck.
Hey! I'm a Psychana Templar. We are the master of blades.
I call you
you
a
are
Tau, boy.
But you are not Tau, boy.
We're gonna take a short break so I can grab some water and use the bathroom.
Actually, I want to look at what the critical says on this.
You
Where did I hit it?
You
43, so I believe that's still one of the... No, that might be
that's
the
a body.
body.
The
Yes,
body.
that's
Oh,
the body.
okay. So I can't do the head. It's not fitting to cut off the head. Let me
And
see.
it's wait, it's the critical table. Where the fuck did I put the critical table?
I need to look for the it's combat, injuries. I think it's under injury, conditions and special damages. I think. Nope. Suffocating, useless, healing,
Okay,
critical damage,
I found it. Critical damage, body. You rolled a 2.
and it's with rending. So
It's a rending. Okay, I have it here. It says that you... Firstly, you're supposed to roll a d10, not a not a d5.
in which case I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8, okay. So an 8 is with a... Okay, so with a terrible sound of
Alright.
tearing meat, skin on the body of the enemy comes off, showing off the destroyed muscles. And if the enemy survives, he would have to do a toughness test or die, and he would be then stunned for 1 round, and he would have bleeding on him.
Okay, you hear that, GM?
Yep.
We
And
did
his,
the.
and his toughness would be permanently brought down by 1d10.
Okay. We see his insides. What does this guy look like on the inside?
Alright. You see the experiment of synthetic crafted control organs and partial pits of hive workers. You can see their waxy, writhing, and pulsating unnatural skin.
Oof. That's kind of creepy.
Well, though, I suppose it would be not pulsating anymore, but yeah.
I mean, probably pulls it for a bit, for a moment after being cut in half.
Yeah. I went through the chest area, like how the critical effect said. So, oof, that was pretty brutal. What page is the critical on? Just so I can read it as well.
240 to 41.
240 to 241. 240. That's impact. Let's see, rending. This is to the body. Yeah, with a vile tearing noise, the skin on the target's chest comes away, revealing red ruin of muscles. He must make a challenge. Well, he's basically dead. Stunned for 1 round, suffering blood loss permanently, reduces his toughness by 1d10. Shit. Yeah.
That's the crit hits for you.
Crit hit for me for this guy. Oof.
Yeah.
What did a 2 get? Just out of curiosity. A powerful slash opens a painful rent in the target's body, suffers 1 level of fatigue, and must make it challenging. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, we did it. Teamwork, I screamed, for the Emperor!
What took you so long? I say while nursing my foot.
I tell him, I didn't notice them. I lie my ass off. I didn't notice
Then
them.
roll the deceive.
Yeah, let me roll deceive.
Didn't notice the shooting?
I didn't notice until the flamethrower came out. Twice.
Oh, but how deaf are you to not hear a gunshot? Two of them at the one after the other.
Look, I got 4 degrees of failure
It's
4 degrees of failure. Yeah,
in trying to spot this thing.
It definitely doesn't work.
Yeah.
I had 3 degrees of failure. I almost believe you,
Yes.
but no.
Almost believe. Actually, let me roll.
Honestly, I probably wouldn't, like, my character wouldn't believe you even if you said the truth, because you're a psyker.
Oh yeah,
and-
no, I'm lying my fucking ass off horribly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can tell I'm lying. I didn't notice them.
Doesn't matter now.
Liar.
We just need to wait for our mechanic companion to finally wake up to reboot.
Yeah.
So I can. I think he has the heal. Was he the one who got healing capabilities?
No, our sister Bianca has healing capabilities.
Yes, because
do
I am
you
a
want?
medic.
Yeah. Do you want to extract samples here, or should we move the body? Given how much noise we made, maybe they might send a recovery team to pick these bodies up.
I believe we tried to recover as much information we can, but where will we bring them? The church?
Yeah. He's closing up, so there shouldn't be anyone there. We could call up. We can call up our Inquisitor to come pick up the bodies. Make an extraction for the bodies.
That's a remarkably good idea for a disgusting witch.
Thanks a lot, you pyromaniac.
The cleansing flame of the Emperor shows us the way.
Not unless you take a little too much liking in it, then the Emperor doesn't approve. Remember, you must be humble and pure humility. If you get aroused from your flames, that's bad. It's no longer cleansing, it's dirty. My character doesn't even know what arousal means.
I am really tempted to answer that by saying, tell that to the salamanders.
I don't know who those are.
Those are space marines who use only flamers.
Holy shit, there's space marines that use flamers?
They are?
Yep.
Yeah, no, my character does. Me, meta-wise, know that. Character-wise, I have no freaking. My character has never left Scintilla. He's actually never left his fortress monastery.
Tell that to the Sisters of Battle, which their faction, they use only 3 weapons. Bolter, Flamer, and Melta. Those are the only 3 weapons used by the those are the only 3 ranged weapons used by the Sisters of Battle.
Okay, so I'll grab one of the bodies. You guys grab the other, and we try to lug this to the temple. I'm gonna grab some of the bed sheets to hide the bodies. You know, wrap it around there.
One body will be enough. The one you killed is too damaged anyway.
Take them both. We don't want to leave any evidence of us arriving here. And 2 bodies means
no evidence. These guys, if they track these automatons, then they will know either way. We can we can leave one of the bodies as well to just show them that the Emperor does not forgive.
No, I say we take both. We don't want them knowing anything until we know where they are. Then we can leave bodies. Right now, they have the advantage. They have an element of surprise. We want to leave no clues behind, no tracks behind. That being said, if you fired any bullets, start taking up the casings and everything. We can't do much about the flamethrower. Luckily, it's cement
Some scorch marks, like in this wall, like just completely the wall.
Yeah,
just...
the whole wall here is scorched, basically.
Yeah, we can't do anything about that, but we can take the bodies and make sure no one knows what weapons were used on them outside of the flamer.
Which, funnily enough, I think in the description the door was made of wood, so I don't think that door is really there anymore.
That thing's probably vaporized from the amount of flame.
All right.
From the amount of righteous flame.
Yeah. Outside of that, let's grab the bodies, bring them to the temple, and wait for an extraction team to pick up the bodies. We can also grab some samples from it.
Oh, I have now an idea how we can transport the body without raising any suspicion.
How?
You two grab the bodies. I will take off the camouflage, and we will just pretend like we are a gravely procession taking away the bodies.
Works for me.
No suspicion then.
No suspicion, then.
Very well. I assume we don't need to like roll strength or anything like that. We just grab them.
I'm putting them in a blanket, something to cover them up so people can't see what it is.
Yeah, you take the blanket off the bed, or there's even a little water closet with maybe some leftover clothes or something like that.
Yeah,
maybe
just
some
cover
extra
them.
linen. Yeah, you grab both of the bodies, what I understood.
Yes.
Both of them. I'm going for both of them. Once we get to the new area, we can to the temple. We can call Vox in our inquisitor, our interrogator, to pick it up, and all this crazy shit.
Yeah, and maybe for the next session before they got taken up, or mechanicals, we finally reboot and examine the thing.
Yeah, hopefully they get to do that.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I will like to say this. I'm gonna be trying to do a stealth roll out of here. Like, luckily we have the element of the dark. If we are moving quietly and stealthily enough, we might not get too much attention.
I mean, if you are trying to pretend to be a funeral procession, there is no need for stealthing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just pretend that we are a procession.
If we get caught, we pretend we're a procession. If we don't,
But then
Well,
it will be
yeah, if
unbelievable.
you're stealthing, roll stealth. Otherwise, yeah, on your way out, unless all of you wanna try and stealth.
I'm not really that good at stealth.
Neither am I.
I have my stummer that gives you a +30.
Okay.
But
You're going to fail badly.
on your
thinking
way out,
also-
do you see like this old grandma looking out of her half block apartment room, and it's like, what's that noise?
I say nothing. I did take
Okay,
my lamp and
not
turn
this
it
side.
off and everything like that. The only thing let me do a
am-
stealth.
I-
Stealth +30. Let's see how we do. I failed my
Bad.
stealth.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go in front of you and saying like the prayers and singing the hymns of the ecclesiarchy. So we pretend like we are a procession. Like we're taking away the bodies of something, or maybe even better, because I have the gowns of the hospitaller. We can pretend we are taking someone because they're sick and not dead.
How good is your deceit?
I'm half tempted
I
to
I
make
don't
you
have
roll.
deceit.
Yeah, I'm half tempted to make you guys roll in generally like deceit or deceive to see how convincing you guys are.
Can I roll charm instead?
You know what? Unless
because
one of you has
you know-
deceive, I'll let you roll charm.
I
I
don't
don't
have
have
deceive.
deceive. Does any one of you guys have deceive?
No.
Nope.
Fuck.
Can you use Imperial? Do you have common lore Imperial Creed? You can start saying.
Yeah, I do. I do have.
If you can use Fellowship Imperial Creed to try to explain this away as, hey, I'm with the temple. We're just going around, checking in, making loud noises because of prayer and shit like that. You could try to do it that way. If you start blasting like lines from the holy book, that'll usually get the lady to back off. Hey, Sheffin, you made it.
Hey,
Oh.
do you have
Yep.
deceive?
You have deceive.
Not here yet, I see.
Not here yet. No, he's just connecting over.
Well, roll me that charm or that creed thing that
You can try the Imperial Creed thing. That's
yeah,
my.
I can allow Imperial Creed if any of you
Imperial
have.
Creed will be even better.
Hello there. Hey, welcome.
Because I have both Adepta Sororita and Imperial Creed lores. I roll the Imperial Creed, yes?
Yeah, and you can use a
Sure.
Fellowship version of that if you want. There's
Oh,
an Intelligence version and there's a Fellowship.
Intelligence would be even better because I have higher intelligence than Fellowship.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can try to explain it logically with religion.
Fuck.
You have a
know
fate
what,
point?
fuck. Yeah, I
Would
have a
you
fate
like
point.
to reroll that with a fate point?
I reroll it, yeah.
Emperor protects. Let's go.
Alright,
Go.
yeah, you see, if there's any bystanders, including this, old lady, they're like, never mind, let me just sleep. Slam.
Well, the door. Rude.
You know what? Because they were so rude, I'm gonna even louder proclaim the prayers and the hymns of the ecclesiarchy. Like, I'm gonna almost yell out the prayers. Like, instead of just silently singing, I am full on singing in nomine veritas, in nomine filii et patris, and stuff like that.
You know
Just
what?
proceed to shout louder.
No. You know what it sounds like? What it reminds me of? It's "Bring Out Your Dead" from Monty Python. You start singing it like that. Here.
Not quite, but yeah, kind of, because I mean, back in the Middle Ages, the uh, monks and priests sometimes were going around gathering dead or sickly, and they were yelling out the litanies in Latin.
Yeah.
So,
This is basically what you're doing.
yeah,
But instead
and
of "Bring Out Your Dead," you're singing out the litanies. Bring it out.
yeah, and like I said before in my character description, I am singing in an like almost an angelical voice. So it's basically something beautiful to behold.
Oh, if you're
Yet,
doing that, you're going to need to do a performance. I believe if you're singing litanies, you got to do performance.
there is no performance in this version of
Well,
Heresy.
there was something equivalent to it.
Nope, there is no performance. There is just
Oh
charm.
shit! You're right.
Yeah.
There's no performance.
Yeah, there is no joy in this world. There is no light. The only light there is of the Emperor.
The only light is of the Emperor.
Alright, so you guys exit the headlock and enter into this dark streets where it's hard to see. And so, where do you go with your two buddies?
To the
I'm
church.
gonna here. I'm gonna use. I'm guessing. Hey, do you guys want to use the chem labs? Maybe get back to the 11 to the temple.
Let's go back to the temple.
Okay, I'm gonna use our chem labs, lamps. If that's alright with you guys.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep singing the litanies and saying prayers.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to our lovely Lex Mechanicus, Vac Row Null. I tell him we have two bodies for you to inspect. We're going to get the Inquisitor to come by, but we can grab some samples. Can you check these bodies, make sure there's no tracking devices on it? Because they're heavily Mechanica.
I lead the way.
Yeah. No, before we get to the temple, I
There is
want to
no
remove.
time. It takes time. Like, it takes a long time to inspect a body in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, if he has an Auspex, maybe he might be able to pick up a signal.
Aspects doesn't really work like that.
You can pick up things that your eyes can't sense, especially if you're using technical
Yeah,
stuff.
but it's more like if the whole body is technical, then it would pick up the whole body instead of picking up the specific
Oh.
parts.
If it's emitting a signal, he should be able to, if he's looking specifically for a signal, he should be able to pick that up.
By the way, does the biological thing is responding to the body, to these bodies? The one that just emit a sound when you what's it called?
A tracking device, or
I think it was the biosample team as well that was doing that, or no, that was something else maybe. Oh yeah, see, with flesh red and wine, if there is anomalous tissue,
Yeah.
I mean, I assume it's going to react because I'm pretty sure teas are heavily modified, not
Yeah.
only mechanical.
Yeah. Marcus, what's your ruling on tracking devices? Like, you pick that up with the Auspex scanner?
Depends how deep it is or how well hidden it is.
Okay. Glitch, what do you think? Can you do it? A real quick one as we're going to the temple?
I can attempt it.
You can attempt it.
So,
Or what role would he have to
that
do
would
for
be
it?
an Ausfix is Ausfix is text check. So that would be lose 10 from my well, from my MIU.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you, my dude.
I'm calculating what roll will I have to make.
So, would this be a technical role or awareness?
I would assume that this would be a technical role.
Okay.
Because awareness is more like...
Finding hidden stuff and perceiving lies.
Ooh, you want to use a fate point on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a fate point.
Emperor protects.
Emperor protects, hopefully.
Omniscient Eclipse.
The Emperor Saya, how about that?
Yes, the Emperor protects always.
Yeah. Tech
The
use 2
Omniscient
degrees.
protects.
Yeah. 2 degrees of success. Does he find any trackers or anything on this guy?
Well, let me see. I don't think it says for certain if they have. Let me double check their description. I have to scroll all the way down over here. Alright. Failed experiments in synthetic crafted control organs, so you can sense one of those.
There would have to be if they're being controlled, there would have been a receiver and a sender. Technical.
Here we go. The spine, the brainstem, and the nervous system of these unfortunates are laced with synthetic control tissue. And you can see a internal microbead in them. Or sense with the Auspex.
Okay. Can you disable it? I turn to Shefra. We don't need them to know where we're going.
Oh my god, I can attempt it. Question, DM. What do you want me to roll for? Tech use again?
I would assume this would be another tech use, yeah.
Alright, in that case, plus.
Since it's hardware, can
my
he use can he use his? You have a commie tool, right?
Yes.
Can he use commie tool for this? Since he's messing around with the
I would
hardware.
assume he can.
Oh shit!
You might have just destroyed the sample.
I'm gonna burn another fate point. God, my rolls suck today.
Damn. Yeah, okay.
Well, at least you didn't completely destroy it.
Now the question is, did you turn it off?
No.
No. Oof. Okay, wait. In that case, let's not head back to our temporary base. Let's head straight to the train station call for immediate backup.
They're still hearing.
Yeah. Well, we can inform them then. One of us wants to get on the Vox.
Just when you talk, just be outside of the range, possible audible.
Yeah. Let's call for our big boss to come pick these up. Also use code. They don't need to know where our base of operation is. Let's just inform. Who wants to call up the big boss?
I guess if you want, I'll do it.
Perfect. Do it way out of range, please.
I try to move myself at least 30 feet away, 30 meters away. So I start to initiate contact and say, "Here's
We'll be at the train transit railroad. Let them know that there's that these things are bugged, so they can listen in. So bring some high tech experts to disable it and pick up the bodies."
I battery boxed him. We managed to find two extremely modified entities. We managed to kill them. We need to recover the body. We bring it to the station. They seems to be bugged. Act accordingly.
Give me a minute. Like me, Markus. But
I would ask Sister Bianca, keep singing your song. Let them think.
I keep singing then.
Very loudly, so
think
if the
this is technically allowed within this adventure.
I mean, we are asking to find information that.
Well, we're asking them to pick up some bodies and head out. We discovered some stuff. They can go experiment on it.
They got more advanced technology to experiment with, to search for.
And he wants samples, so it's technically a yes.
Well, yeah, but because there's this I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there's this one random section that has the situation covered. If you manage to kill one of these creatures, something should happen, but I don't imagine that the people what would happen at this moment, because there's no way that they would know immediately.
Yeah.
Roger. Bring the samples somewhere safe, or send it to the transit trail, and we'll send somebody to pick it up.
Remember, they are bugged, so act accordingly.
Understood.
Emperor protects. And
you guys travel to the transit lane through the dark lit streets of the night city. We're not playing Cyberpunk. God damn it.
Oh man, did you guys see Cyberpunk Edge Runner? Amazing.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
I'm not going to spoil anything. I just highly recommend you guys check it out. It's really good. It's so good, I want to play the game again.
I wonder, would they have some kind of almost like a deposit pugs, or a safety-like place where you can place them?
Worst case scenario, we can wait for someone to come extract it.
I mean, who knows how long that would take, considering the bureaucracy in the Empire. That could literally take months to send up a team here.
But
above bureaucracy.
We're above bureaucracy. We're the Inquisition. We got streamlined all the massive resources and everything.
Listen, let's just call for like Imperial Guard, Sororita, maybe some Space Marines, and
Well,
just
no.
get the heresy out of here.
Well,
Just
no, they
bomb
said
Yeah, no, literally, guys, like, literally, like, every, like, canon story is, like, the bureaucracy, even for acolytes, takes for, like, months upon months. That's why requisition rolls are always made by monthly basis.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're sending it. They have a whole entire lab of people. They can send like a couple of them to come pick it up.
Yeah, maybe there's, like, I would imagine they would have maybe, like,
Honestly-
arranged, like, a place where you can place your shit.
Yeah.
Let's
worst
do
case-
that so we don't need to, like...
That's the only reason I prefer the other 40k systems, because no bureaucracy there. It's just
Yeah.
straight up, you have orders to kill.
Yeah, let's just imagine that there's like a little safety box or something where you can place your evidence or
Maybe
something.
a special room for pickup in the transit.
I mean,
Maybe
otherwise the only other solution is like this book expects you guys to leave the bodies in the fucking room. Apparently.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm putting them in the special whatever box we have, whatever special room thing we have. I'm leaving the full bodies there. If you wanna, maybe I can turn to the Sister of Battle, ask her, hey, you wanna pick up some samples?
You know what? I'll try to pick up some medical samples, because
Yeah, because we got a biomedical. He gave us some items, some biomedical kit.
I mean, your friend
Yeah,
is still injured over there.
Our
Oh,
friends, he's alive.
yeah,
He
yeah.
breathes. He lives.
I mean,
First,
yeah.
first I'm gonna take the sample because the sample needs to be fresh. Then I'm gonna go apply help to the injured. Okay, so to take the sample, I guess I need to take a Medicaid test. Yes.
I believe it reads in the item description what it does. You're using the... I assume that, yeah, it's a Medicaid.
I mean, the hospital Medicaid tool is basically counts as a narcissism for normal humans. So, can I take a sample with that?
Sure.
Do
I
they
don't
have to
see
do a
an issue
Medicaid
with
roll or
that.
something?
Sure.
Maybe help preserve some of the samples before they go bad. Who knows how long they get? Oh wow, that's a really good roll.
Okay, and after taking the samples, I'm gonna come over to the injured one.
Well,
And
sadly Leo is BRB at the moment, but I think she is in heavily wounded, maybe.
yeah, and I'm gonna apply
Let's see,
medical
she
help.
is currently 8 wounds
Okay.
out. 8 wounds out of 14, which I believe that's heavily.
Yeah, I'm back.
You're back for a good time, because right now I am applying some medical help to you.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, but we needed to move quite quickly.
So I'm gonna apply to you the medical help. Of course, because of how my past works and stuff like that, I am going during the process. I'm gonna sing some litanies to give you some peace during that time.
It seems to work. She likes the voice.
Unfortunately, only one success.
I mean, hey, that's still some HP,
Oh
sadly.
wait! I almost forgot that I have the talent which gives me bonuses on the Medicaid test. I don't remember how big bonus. Give me a moment.
Yeah, might wanna check that.
Yeah, I am checking that right now.
Oof.
Because
Hey.
it may give me a lot of bonuses, which would change the amount of successes, which would be good.
I mean, you did a good job securing the samples, but damn, variety. It doesn't seem like your healthcare system. It's worse than the corpses.
I mean, my character is probably tired by taking the sample.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would
So
like to
let's
actually.
see. If you succeed, you remove amount of damage equal to your intelligence bonus. Plus 1 point of damage per degree of success.
Okay,
Doesn't
but
heavily damage work differently though?
But I believe, yeah.
no, it works the same as long as they don't have critical damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's correct. Maybe about that.
I think, okay, a heavily damaged character does not remove damage unless he devotes himself to complete rest, such as when receiving extended care as per the medical skill on page 109. If just so, the character removes 1 point of damage at the end of each 24-hour period. Once a heavily damaged character damage is equal to or less than twice his toughness bonus, it becomes lightly damage instead. So I need to basically stay out for basically 48 hours.
Right. Then in the previous campaigns we have done it the wrong way. Tell you what, because that takes way too fucking long.
48 hours waiting for a fucking leg. Just to heal itself of 2 points of health.
Since you are heavily wounded, how about we do something like A, she heals for a singular point, or B, she heals half as much. Or you guys see, you can wait the 48 hours. Or do the extended care.
Why not both? Offer half the health, and then do extended care.
I mean, you do have a long rest coming up. Long rest.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
kind of want to go back to number 8 because, you know, if 2 of their guys go missing, they're going to send more guys in to inspect, and we're prepared.
I have plus 20 to all Medicaid tests, so I have 3 degrees of success. So right now I would heal you for
7?
yeah, for 7 points of health.
I believe is if you have Master Surgeon, you can heal heavily wounded.
But I don't have Master Surgeon because Master Surgeon requires having Medicaid at the top, like at the plus 30.
Oof.
And I didn't have enough points of experience to buy that.
Right, so it's just extended care, sadly. Oh, Jesus. Come on, Psyker! Time for those psychic healing. Oh, wait.
Hey, I'm an acolyte, okay? I don't have enough XP.
Okay, so let's go back to church and then I will apply extensive care to you.
Yeah, extensive care, sadly. Unless Leo there wants to spend his last fate point to regain. What is it? 1d5?
1d5, yeah. Use your last fate point.
I need to roll? Or
yeah.
I mean, if you want to.
Yes, I want to.
So you got 7 divided by 2. That's 3.5 health back, or in this case, do you do upper or lower, round up or round down for health?
I forget in Dark Heresy which one did you do.
I think it's normally round down.
Yeah, I believe in Heresy you round down.
So you got 3 health back from her medical help.
Hey, then you don't even need to.
Yeah, and I'm only lightly wounded now.
Yeah, if you want to use that fate point, you can bring your health back.
Yes,
And
I
then
would like
after-
to use.
And then after a while I can give you another Medicaid test, so you will be at full health.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
for right now I suggest we go back to church.
Yeah.
All right. So
We dropped the bodies and all the samples in the
Yeah, so
transit, and we're
let's
heading out.
just say that I applied enough help so you can walk normally, and then let's head back to church.
Yeah.
so I need to roll a d5 for
D5?
see if I use a fate point, right?
Yeah, roll 1d5. 3
Okay.
health back, so 6 health in total.
Yeah, I am now only 2 wounds.
Even
Neat.
if you were to do it the normal way, we can say that the normal healing. You know what? If you wanna become full health, we could do it the way that you spent the fate points first, and then Bianca healed you. So that's in supporting the rules.
Uh,
Yeah,
I
so we
remember
can do
it-
that because the health from fate points is not around. It's not halved. So then you would gain the 3 points from your fate points, and then I would, because you are lightly wounded, then you would gain back 7 points from my healing.
Then that will bring me back to full.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can do it like that.
Yeah, why
Okay.
not, honestly? Just
Yes, I didn't know I could use my fate point for that. I still haven't gone around and searched
yeah,
for
fate points are pretty much you can survive death.
Yeah, fate points are
Unless
pretty-
it's in my games, you can survive death long as it's not something that you could possibly come back. Like if a Moelta
Right.
bomb comes in front of you and explodes, there's no way
Yeah,
that a fate point will save your fucking ass.
Yeah, I cannot
In
expect like
Warhammer, in Warhammer, weirder things happened. It depends. Like for example, there was once in a novel there was a sister of battle who survived being like hit by a demon princess sword, which would cleave normal person in half, but she survived because she had so much faith.
Oh yeah, so sanctified armor and stuff like that should also affect it.
yeah, but that's a like, specific case because fate is kind of like a very good weapon against demons. I think
Yeah.
they just have so much faith that just for some reason they gain psychic powers.
Sisters
Yeah.
of battle have literally so much faith that their faith starts to manifesting as a minor psychic powers.
Okay.
Alright, so
Um,
in the
um,
late night, you guys go into quote unquote beds in your pews, or whatever imperial churches would have. Would they have just clean slab concrete floors? Probably.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
probably there are benches maybe. Can sleep like hobos. Come on.
So
I
yeah,
mean, don't they have it for acolytes? Since this is a temple for the lower hive, they would have like acolytes' quarters.
so
And since it's heavily depopulated, wouldn't they have like the Southern Templum? It have acolyte quarters, like small. I wouldn't say slabs, but like a resting quarter, because you got people doing morning prayer, night prayer. Given that it's
so
been
something like that, probably.
yeah,
So
we
you
basically
go.
set up as acolytes.
Either way, each of you go into quote unquote bed, whatever bedding there is to achieve. Maybe one of you sleeps in the corner. I mean, Desmond totally seems like a person who would lean against the wall and just sleep.
Sleep while standing. I just need the
There is-
Psychana Templar
There
mask.
is
And...
something I would like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Do
you're
we
playing-
have do we still have these samples with the locating device?
We have the
Like
locating
before
device.
that, it. Would I be able to spend the night trying to using my inbuilt Ausex array reverse to where it is transmitted? Where is the other location?
Oh, you're taking the micro. Oh, I thought you meant the tracking devices we use to beep if this person's infected with the what do you call it?
No.
I think we left all
From
that
the-
behind.
Yeah, you kind of left those intact.
Can I?
If you want to take a sample, is that all right, Jim?
I mean, mean, for those you would have to kind of destroy the entire thing, like take them apart, because they're internal microbeads, so you would really have to do surgery to tear them off there. So if you
Could I
wanna
try
go...
to use
I mean, if you guys wanna take several hours, drag the body back to like a surgery table and just do surgery and take the microbead, sure, you can attempt it.
She got 5
then,
degrees of
never mind.
success on it. Wouldn't that work? Her 5 degrees of success. Bianca's.
What?
You rolled 5 degrees of success to extracting the samples.
Correct.
Wouldn't she have been able to do it
No,
with
that's
5
like
degrees?
a body sample. That's not like surgery.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Because it's literally like in their like inner ear canal, like in there. That's like if you're taking a sample, that's like a body sample. At least I believe so.
Alright then, never mind.
Technically,
Yeah.
that's not how you take a sample from something biological.
Well,
In
spit,
that case-
body, piss if you can.
Yeah.
But either way, I would imagine that it's gonna take, like, if you want the microbead, I have nothing against it, but it's gonna, I'm just saying, like, it's gonna take you guys more than, like, a couple of minutes.
I'll leave it up to you guys. GM, I actually have to go. My work just called in. They need someone to come in.
Alright, sure. Hopefully you had fun today with the encounter.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of fun. How much experience in total?
Today, 200.
Oh, we got into combat and everything.
I know,
Killed
right?
things.
It's always
201.
200 unless you killed a named PC or accomplished an objective.
Oh, how much XP did people get from the session from the last week?
200. Well, we didn't really
Okay,
do much outside of talking with the sister.
So I have 400 XP to spend then.
Yeah.
Well, XP in Heresy is always based on how many hours you play, technically.
Okay.
Additional XP is like if you kill a named NPC or stuff like that. Alright, we still have a little bit of time without you, so we'll continue.
Take
for
care,
a-
guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
I'm just going to basically stay here and
Alright, we have a little
assign
bit of,
experience.
we have a little bit of playtime left, so... Well, you guys don't really wake up, but are more like woken up to the morning prayers and the morning sermon of the preacher Fabian.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to declare. Can I like wake up earlier than the rest, specifically for the prayer? Because you know I've spent my
Jesus,
whole life in a
almost like 0 hours of sleep.
yeah. You know my character spent most life like that, like you know applying help to medical help to the needing, then waking up at the morning for the prayer and stuff like that.
Like, I imagine that the rest of you get like about 5 or 6 hours of sleep. Meanwhile, Bianca here gets only like a few hours.
You know how it is. Duty is never done.
So yeah, each of you are rudely awoken by the sermon of preacher Fabian, and it's, yeah, that's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is, what do you want to do with your rest of your playtime today? What is your plan? Where do you want to go? Who wants to take charge when Desmond is gone?
I honestly still think we should just call for the help of Sisters of Battle and just burn the heresy out of here.
I mean,
I
it's
will
up to
prefer-
you.
I will prefer if we don't.
It's up
shoot.
to us?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Guys, can we do it?
No,
Why not? It would be fun!
it wouldn't. It will not. We are here for a mission. We have a specific mission, and we are here to follow it.
But do not burn the heretic, do not suffer the unclean one to live.
I mean, your only mission objective is not to bring down the attention, do not raise any suspicions, and just lay low, and your first solution is, let's call help. Let's just call in the fucking thunder. You know what? Let's call in a exterminator. Clearly, this place is doomed.
I bought the Imperial Navy.
I mean, no one will notice if there is no one to notice.
Yeah, it's got the Imperial Navy. I'm part of them. We just called them very quick and tell them, so we have Heresy in this planet. You know what to do.
Just do this entire planet of millions and thousands,
I mean,
and the Psychonauts
the
temple
entire-
for this minor shit that has been going on.
Not the entire planet, we can just bomb the Hive City from orbit.
It could be. I'll say it's very highly unnecessary for us to completely
I know.
exterminate the planet.
Let's find a. Let's either find or frame some, like, what's the word? Fuck, I forgot. God damn it. A proof. Oh, a proof of Xeno activity. Then call the Xenos. Then call Deathwatch here, and they will just kill everything.
We first need to find proof of the Xenos. Now we have some suspicions it might be xenotechnology, the one we are dealing with.
There's definitely something suspicious going on. You might want to investigate a little bit more before calling complete heresy.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, but at the same time, heresy. Kill
I
the
mean,
heresy.
yes,
Just in
but
general.
there are certain levels
mean-
of heresy. You're only
Those
at
people
a...
stopped. Those people no longer come to church. We should call just Sisters of Battle and burn this place to the ground.
Anyways,
Maybe well, Legio Titanica.
That's a good idea. I like it.
alright, is there any
I
place
know a guy
that
who knows the guy who knows the guy.
you really wanna check, or do you just wanna talk about this potential of calling an exterminators on the planet?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's just
You
cool
know,
now. I mean, you don't even really have authority to call down anything down here. Not
I
even
can-
I know a guy who knows the guy who knows the guy.
not even like an
I
Imperial
know-
Guard regiment.
I know people from the Adepta Sororita.
That's
I
that's
know
cute.
people for the Imperial Navy, but like they're not going to just cast exterminators without.
Sororita takes suspicion of heresy very seriously, and if someone from the Sororita tells another Sororita that there may be heresy here, they will at least come and investigate with us.
I
mean,
would.
Company is
That,
always
that's the
good.
funny thing because your like notoriety or like your influence in total at the moment, you couldn't like call even like an Imperial Guard to help you.
I can call anyone. I'm at 23 in influence.
Not in the mechanical sense, but lore-wise, Sororita takes shit like that very seriously.
Oh, send a Corvette. Send a robot.
That's always the funny thing with starting acolytes. You have like zero influence on anything.
Yeah, and that's shit.
Unless you like roll quite good of your point by.
Well, even if you have a like, sure, all right. Even if you have a decent influence, there's like, I believe it's like you gain like something when you complete like you kind of like go up in rank, technically.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
When you
I mean,
complete a mission.
Mechanically speaking, we can't do anything right now. But still, it would be fun just calling down like a conclave of Sisters of Battle and just burning this place to the ground because they no longer come to church.
Alright.
And yes, that's exactly the reason why I play Black Crusade, because we can just fuck around and kill everything on sight and basically decide whatever the fuck we want.
Well,
Yeah, playing Black Heresy is it's really cool. You play as heretics,
I
and you
can't
can do
take
whatever
that.
the fuck they want.
I can't take that game seriously.
I mean,
It's just like
you
goofy.
yeah, it's goofy as fuck, but it's fun. I like it because you can basically start as like a you start as basically nobody, but still you are strong enough to beat the shit out of a lot of stuff on the start.
But alright, I shall
Especially
ask.
if you include the advanced starting archetypes. Like me and Shanfen, we are playing Black Heresy I mean Black Crusade on Mondays, and we use advanced archetypes, and we are beating the shit out of almost everything that we encounter.
Well, of
Speak
course.
for yourself. I'm doing a basic archetype.
I mean,
I'm a fucking core
in
knight.
Black Crusade, I believe it's you at starting level you count as a, I believe it was like a 5,000 heresy, like 5,000 XP heresy character or something like that. It was like a ridiculous comparison.
6,000.
6,000, yeah.
I
That's
made
what.
I made a basic character. I swapped my previous character for a basic character that is a Thorn worshipping blank.
Yeah, and because other people are using the advanced archetypes and you are using the basic archetype, you get additional 6,000 points.
Yeah, so I literally built my character from scratch. A a very good duelist.
Well,
The and a anti-psyker combat expert. So whenever there is anything with psychic abilities or a demon that we want to kill, I just get thrown at it and stand there taking hits because of my beard. Nothing can hit me.
Yeah, and I, on the other hand, I am playing on the Black Crusade as an Alpha Legionnaire, which makes me so good at lying that I can basically lie and from that lying gain equipment, because Alpha Legionnaire have a special ability which allows him to requisition equipment once per session using Deceive instead of Infamy. And because of that, I can basically requisition almost anything, and I can even requisition like for example, if we would have a battle, like a normal battle, not a fight, a battle, I could requisition a support from a Chaos Titan.
hmm.
Because in Black Crusade you can lead your own crusade, and it's pretty cool.
In my opinion, the most fun system is only war. Black Crusade is
Hmm.
Black Crusade is alright, but it's
Like
very
Heresy
power
and
gaming-ish.
Heresy
I have
2.0 and Only War are about tied with me. My only problem with Only War is it's not a very role-play orientated game.
Which one?
Only War?
only war. And
Only
I
War's
mean, only
cool.
war is. I enjoy only war mechanics the most. With my car, I'm gonna have to say it. Me and Pump also play in a only war campaign.
Yeah,
He is
on
playing a
same.
commissar.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm playing, on the other hand, tech priest as well. Architect magi. So I'm a really experienced tech priest with quite a lot of knowledge that can please machine spirits. I got separated from a party because I wasn't able to, because I had to take a break. and that I promised Imperial Knight to take care of his people, while he goes with the rest of the party to basically to protect, to win war. Now now I'm gonna have a session when I have to defend a siege from 3 battalions using only whatever scratch I have on myself.
A question.
Mm-hmm.
So, related to everything else. Acrobatics is a useful skill.
Yes and no. I always take it mostly because of the fact it can be useful.
Like I don't know.
Because it's one of those skills like yes.
For example, acrobatics is used if you want to disengage as a half action.
Yes, I mostly take it for that if it's allowed. Because not every DM will allow the maneuvering ability for it. Other than that, acrobatics...
I was mostly curious if it was like you could use acrobatics instead of straight agility to make some check to evade some effects.
No.
No.
Then,
I mean, you can do endurance, heft, jumping, and contortionist. Other than that,
what I find,
I mean, it can be used for like flavored things, like getting on top of like stuff, or like doing flips and whatever, or
what I
balancing.
find most skills are definitively techios, scrutiny.
That's actually like one of the uses for acrobatics. If you ever need to climb, you could make the argument for acrobatics because climbing in this system is deadly.
But at the same time, you have a choice for climbing. You can roll for athletics.
Yeah, I mean usually climbing is athletics if it's a sheer surface, but in certain situations, acrobatics, yeah. Sure.
I mean, it depends what kind of climbing you're trying to do. If you try to do some parkour, then acrobatics, yeah. But if you're trying to just
parkour,
climb,
or if you have like a rope, I suppose you could do like kind of like a wall run.
I mean,
so you don't use like acrobatics to evade like dangerous effect, like in D&D
No.
we'll use the dex 7 throw in D&D.
nope.
No, here
No.
it's
Dodge is the only thing that you have that you can avoid shit, including grenades. Only if you're a certain
distance
away from the blast.
the other very important defensive skill is parry.
I'll say that dodge is more important because you only have one reaction anyways unless you have step aside.
Yeah, I took step aside last level, I believe.
Yes, but for melee character, parry is more useful if you buy out a talent that allows you to counterattack. There is a talent that allows you to take a reaction to counterattack, which is pretty useful.
Well, yeah, if you're a melee character. Otherwise, I don't see a point unless if you're ranged.
Yeah, because parry is on the weapon skill, so it's mostly for the melee characters.
Do you guys want to just call the session here, or do you actually want to check out place out?
Yes.
Yes,
sure,
for calling, or yes, you want to check out the place?
For me, it's getting quite